Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Cultivate wisdom. You don't have to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your body, you respect your mind, and you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. That's the beautiful thing. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 145, NASDAQ up 33, S&P's up 11.5, gold contract down $5.40, trading at $1,226 an ounce. Silver up 8 cents at $16.33 an ounce. Copper, where is she? Up 4 pennies at $2.10 a pound. Light sweet crude up $1, trading out at $49.67 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year notes down 4 ticks, 129.14. 30-year bond off a half a point, 16 ticks, 163.18. King dollar down 176 ticks, trading out at 95.40. The euro is trading at $1.11, and the yen is trading at 110. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so check it out. The SPY is up today with 75 million shares. We get to a price point of $209.77. The high, the last high this is, at the April high, the high was $210.92. The low of that high was $209.39. So what do? You got into the bar, you rejected the lower price of that, and we did it with 75 million shares versus 81. Now, when you get that close, guess what? This is going to go back into this whole area, folks. Now, my take is that we're right here, meaning that this market is just about ready to be sold. That being said, you get the Memorial Day, you got the window dressing. It's going to be a close call whether the sell is tomorrow. And my head right now is thinking that, yeah, the sell is going to be tomorrow, going into the weekend. But you know, we'll see how that shakes out. And what we'll have to do with how this S&P comes in here again. I do expect we're going to hit it. Because the other indices, well, you don't have to sell the S&P, by the way, okay? You can get to sell some individual stocks. We go over the end, and that would be the move. That would be the move, actually. So if we go over to the NDX 100, the 3Qs did 36 million shares. We're at $109.24. The gap that we're looking at is $110.19. The high of that gap was $119.72. And we got to $119.37 today. The NQs did have an expansion of volume. So that's saying, guess what? You're going to go up into this level again. So I expect what you're going to see, these NQs are going to close up this gap. The cool thing here for bears is that as you are going higher, not all the indices, but you are having a contraction of volume at these levels. The IWM. IWM yesterday, big day. You did 41 million shares. Today you only did 26 million. Also getting up into that swing point. The high is $115.05. That was in April. The low of that high is $113.90. This one's a bizarre one. We go exactly to $113.90 and we reject it. That being said, guess what? We did 36 million versus that high of 24. That also will get up into that again. So let's go look at the Dow. Dow Industrials. Now the Dow didn't make it to its swing high from May 10th. That's where May 10th, if you remember, we went up a couple hundred points, and then the following day you gave up a couple hundred. Well, that's what it's trying to get into again. That's the 17,934. I expect that's going to get hit more than likely tomorrow. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold, folks, rejected lower price, had lighter volume, got down to, this contract got down to 1220. You're at 1226. You did 106,000 contracts. Bottom line, came right down to the lower end of the consolidation. What I expect you're going to see is higher prices in the metals market. If you look at the XAU and the HUI, it was the gold and silver equities that were given the first indication that the metal was going to hold, and the dollar index, by the way. The XAU traded down to 80 bucks early, rejected that price, closed out at 82.23, and the gold bugs index did the exact same type of deal. Gold bugs index traded down to 194, and then ended up closing at 205. Wide price spread, all of the above. Bonds. What did the bond market do? Well, the notes, the 10-year note, folks, is given a nice indication that markets want to go south, because what we had out here is that you've had 2 days of huge gains in the equity market, and bonds just won't sell off. So that is saying, of course, that there's more demand for our bonds than there is supply. And there was a 5-year and a 2-year auction this week. A 5-year auction today, a 2-year auction a couple of days ago, that there was more demand than there was supply. These rates are going up. These rates are going down, prices going up, versus what the Federal Reserve wants to do or wants to say. King dollar. Now, as we go over to King dollar, folks, what you have is this. King dollar can't hold higher price. What was so intriguing out here this morning, well, even yesterday, okay? So yesterday, King dollar didn't move much, and yet the gold market, came down hard. King dollar yesterday moved from $95.20 to $95.67. Well, guess what? Today you went from the $95.66 back down to $95.33. And what does happen here, anything under 95.40 on the actual active contract is saying it wants to go back into lower price. We go take a look at this, and we put this on the continuous contract. And what we're dealing with on the continuous contract, you're dealing with a price point of 95.28. And right now we're at 95.38. So, bottom line, at this particular point, the bonds and good old dollar, okay, cannot handle higher price. Well, the bonds mean higher yield, the dollar higher price. That is saying that, guess what? Metals want higher price, SI. Let's go over to the silver market. What silver did do out here, silver was the first one to basically reject lower price out here today. Silver traded to $16.18. We did 44,000 contracts. Closed out at $16.32, and that got it back inside the breakout area from April 19th. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials closed up 145. You had the NASDAQ up 33. S&Ps were up 12. We're going to be right back.